Hi there, welcome to our channel, Bookmark, Reading Between the Lines. We will be bringing the best of the books that you must read. We'll have both English and Hindi versions for all our viewers. The idea is to be able to comprehend the contents of the book, where language should not become a barrier. Also, we will have the bookmark sections where we will highlight the bookmark sections in particular. This is going to be interesting. Do you want to be rich? And do you want to stay rich? Do you know what's your net worth? Do you understand the assets and liabilities? Are you working for somebody else? Any chances of you becoming rich? Any idea of the finance and accounts? Is your house, car an asset or liability? So many questions for which you have no answer. That's why we remain far from being rich. We need to mend our ways. Rich Dad and Poor Dad will help us to do that. Friends, this is Robert Kiyosaki, best known as the author of the first personal finance book of all times. He has challenged and changed the way millions of people around the world used to think about money. He's the author of 19 books, including the international Blockbuster book, which we're going to talk about. Let's talk about the plot. Here we have the poor dad, Robert's father, who actually is a PhD, a well educated person. Rich dad, Mike's father, who is not that well educated. Mike, Robert Kiyosaki's friend. Now, both these friends, Mike and Robert Kiyosaki, at the age of 9 years, they were just wondering as to how they can go down the road of becoming rich. Now, why teach financial literacy? In this chapter, the author says the intelligence solves problems and produces money. Money without financial intelligence is money soon gone. In the long run, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep and how many generations you keep it for. We should be able to differentiate between the assets and liabilities, an asset which puts money into your pocket and the liability which takes money out of your pocket. Rich acquires asset and the poor and the middle class, they acquire liabilities. In the chapter 3, it talks about the topic called Mind Your Own Business. Here is a big difference between your profession and your business. Often, Robert will ask people, "What is your business?" and they will say, "Oh, I'm a banker." Then he asks them if they own a bank, and they usually respond, "No, I work there." The people are confused. They have confused their profession with their business, and their profession may be a banker, but they still need to own the business. Too many people spend their life in minding somebody else's business and making them rich. Minding your business does not mean starting a company. Instead, your business revolves around your asset column, not your income column. When we see the assets and liabilities, the balance of it, the liabilities need not to be higher than the assets. We think car as an asset, but the depiction that you see there, you see that there is a sharp drop in the car value, and we cannot assume, we cannot take it as a asset for us. Similar is the case with the home, where we pay the property tax, we unless and until we are renting it out and there is an income coming out of the home, it cannot be categorized as an asset. Now we look at the some of the income statements of poor, middle class, and rich. As you can see, there is a huge difference. The poor, they have the income coming up and their expenses. Maybe they don't have to pay the taxes, they don't have to pay the heavy rents, but yes, for food, transportation, for clothes, which are the basic needs, the money comes and it goes. So in the balance sheet, there is no asset and there is no liabilities. So the money comes and it goes. In case of the middle class, as you see, the job, most of them will be in the jobs, And first thing they do is have liabilities. They will have kind of mortgages, they will have the car loans, they will have the credit card, they will have the school loans, all the possible things that they can gather, they will always have it. And the expenses as well, they will have the expenses of the taxes. So whatever the liabilities are there, it here also their income and the liability there, you see that the asset column is not built up. There is no asset column which they think. But while buying the car, while buying the house, which they would have taken it for loan and it is still mortgaged, they will assume it to be in their asset column, which actually is not the case. Even I was thinking the same, just before having finished reading this book. But it has been an eye opener. Maybe the CAs and the financial experts may understand it, but for us, those who are, and not into this field, for them, it's an eye opener. Now, while looking at the rich side of the income statement, you see they have the asset column. They have more number of categories in the assets column as compared to liabilities. They are into real estate. They will build assets in the real estate where for the money comes, and it again fuels their income column. And in the expenses they will not have much. They will have the taxes, mortgage payments, of course, yes, but then the biggest part here is the biggest difference which makes is the asset column, which is not present anywhere in the middle class and the poor. Why education is failing? Most teachers lack real world experience. They have not experienced what they teach, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and apply what they have learned. Schools teach us to read and memorize. Discussions and corporations are actually the great ways to learn. And the education system is basically designed in such a way that you tend to fall in the trap of the job. And the job is nothing but it's an acronym for the just over broke. Author also talks about the buyer's remorse, which prevents people from taking risk, hence becoming rich. Now let's summarize whatever we have learned, whatever we have imbibed from the book. Your financial intelligence defines your financial success. Buy assets, not liabilities. Take risks and take actions. Asset is something which puts money into your pocket, and liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Buy luxuries through assets. Don't confuse with the needs and the desires. Be with the people who are smarter than you. Choose people wisely. Have command over accounting and mathematics. No matter what you are, what you do, learn selling and marketing. There's no substitute for good and effective communication. Easier road often becomes hard, and the hard road often becomes easy. Teach and you will receive. What you want more, give it to others first. Take life as it comes. Viewers, please subscribe our channel, like our channel, and don't forget to comment. Thanks for watching.